What is up, folks, and welcome back to the Forever World. As you can see, we are back here again in our little hidey hole. If you watched the intro, you saw we did a little bit of adventuring in between last episode and now. We went on, got a couple more resources, did a caving mission, found my first diamond, got this good boy here. This good boy, I think boy, I haven't checked, but we're gonna name him today. We're gonna name the pupper. So we'll have to come up with some names here while we're dilly-dallying around. Other than that, just back in the hidey hole. Not much has changed. Before we get into our tasks today, though, I do want to say thank you guys so much for your feedback and reception on the last video. Seems like a lot of people do like the Forever World, so I'm glad to keep doing it. And I'll be honest, I've been having so much fun. I've been having so much fun gathering stuff up, just basically playing Minecraft the way, I don't know, I grew up playing it. This is the way I grew up doing it. No mods, no nothing. Just some shaders, just my dog, and just my hidey hole, having a good old time. But yeah, in between now and last episode, I've been doing a little bit of stuff. If we come out here, I'm gonna show you guys. Well, I guess a lot of stuff. Been doing a lot of stuff. As you can see, the wheat farm has greatly expanded. Well, now it exists, and it has been greatly expanded. So, as you can see here, I have been doing a lot of farming. We got beets there. We got wheat. We got taters. We got carrots down here. More wheat. More wheat. Definitely more wheat over this way. We love wheat. I don't even like beets. I don't know why I have this here. I guess just to add a little bit of color. But we got a lot of stuff growing down here. So, the food problem is pretty much resolved. This is where most of the time went to, I will say, because I spent a lot of time building this little retaining wall here, which I'm really glad, I really like how this turned out. I'm very happy with this. Before it was just some dirt wall, and I was like, you gotta make it look a little nicer than that. So we have a dirt wall, not a dirt wall, stone wall, retaining wall right here that runs this way. It kind of abruptly stops right there, but that's no biggie. We're going to come back and we're going to fix that. Tree farm's up that way. Got a lot of trees growing. Had to get some wood. And that's mostly it. I'm gonna be 100% honest. That's mostly it. Other than doing tons of resource gathering and kind of getting things established, that is where a huge part of the focus has started. But that's what we're also going to work on today, is sort of going over the plan with where we're going to go from here. Before we even do that, all this hard work deserves a little reward. And I know you guys see that big number at the bottom of my screen there, that big green number. And I think we're going to make it go up one here, too, because I'm going to grab these out of here. Ba-bam. Ba-bam. Oh, can we get it? That's diabolical. That is absolutely crazy. That that did put me up to 51. But yeah, we have just about 50 XP here, and we are rocking the Stone Age, or the Iron Age, I guess I'll say. I have been blowing through so much iron, just making so many tools. The amount of hose I've gone through, don't take that the wrong way, but the amount of hose I've gone through is crazy. And we're running, I won't say we're running low on coal, but the fact that I have more iron and I have like half as much gold as I do coal is kind of crazy. I think it would probably be a good time for us to finally use these enchanting levels. I was gonna wait till we had a little bit more of a place established, but I really don't know if I want to build an entire house with iron tools. It's actually been... Look at all this. Look at all the work I've done here. Look at this. You see all this wood? You see all these logs? This is not soft hands right here. This is the work of an iron axe right here. You guys can call me a no-lifer all you want. That's fine. But this is hard at work right here. And I think we need to spend some XP. Fun fact, you might be wondering, how do you have obsidian if you don't have a diamond pick? Well, you see... Wow, whew, okay, I think it's coffee time. This is how this is supposed to go here, like that. All right, it's been a little while. Why do I heard something walking. Am I crazy? Did you guys hear footsteps? Oh my goodness. Oh my good. I knew I heard footsteps. I knew I heard some pitter patter. You gotta be kidding me right now. What? Where did you go? Come back here. Where did you go? No. Come, get out of here. Oh, yeah. Oh, stop. You stop moving. Oh, okay. You know what? That is what I get for not putting torches in this little mine area here. Oh my goodness. Well, hey, we hit 51 XP. I heard something and I thought I was crazy. I thought I was insane, but no, I was correct. I'm also trying to think of some good names for the pupper. So I'll have to think of some names for you. Do I want to let the viewers decide, or do I just want to name you? I don't even have an anvil yet, so I'm gonna have to make one of those. All right, let's get this. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. We're gonna plop this bad boy down just right out here in the field, and we're gonna have a great time with it. Okay, ba-bing. And let's make some diamond tools. Now, as much as fortune would be great, because then I can get just infinite everything, basically. I'm actually really eyeing up some silk touch. I think silk touch would do me a little bit better here, because just the amount of resources I've got. I hear more footsteps. No more footsteps, right? No. Okay, we're fine. Let's start with a pickaxe, because I feel like that is numero uno, priority number 1. Let's do that. Efficiency 4. Okay. Do we want to make an axe too? And then, you know, honestly, because we're gonna need it, let's do a shovel and let's do a sword. Why not? Let's go all out. We have a lot of diamonds, so fire aspect 2. Okay, that's not bad. Efficiency 4. Probably efficiency 4 as well. Yep. Ooh, do we risk it on the pick? Do we do it? Shebang. Work pick. Okay. That's fine. We can make do with that. And breaking 3 on the sword actually may be nice, so we'll come back to there. Fortune 2 on the axe? Really? That's the best you can do? Man. Okay, we're not gonna do that. Fortune 2 on the shovel. Okay, well, I think we're gonna do a sword. We got the freaking spider killer. We got the spiders will fear me. Oh my goodness, that is a diabolical blade of horribleness. The roly-polies will fear me with this thing. Oh my goodness. What is that? That's crazy. That's absolutely diabolical. What about you? That's also crazy. Fortune 3 on the axe. What does fortune on an axe even get me? Do we try our hand at a pick again? We still have 42 levels, so we could just knock ourselves out here. Let's do another pick. Like I said, okay, silk touch. Silk touch is good. Okay, we're gonna be cheeky and we're gonna do another pick. I need to get more lapis though. Protection, sharpness, power. We could do a power 3. Do power 3, or do protection 1, or sharpness 2. We'll do power 3. We could actually use that later. All right. What about you? I'm breaking 3 again. Okay. Sweeping edge. Don't really care about that. I'm old-fashioned, man. I care about sharpness. I care about unbreaking, and then either fortune or silk touch. That's like about it. We're gonna risk it for the biscuit here. That is absolutely diabolical. You couldn't give me the extra singular fortune point on that pick. You gotta give me fortune 2. You know what? That's fine. Whatever. That's okay. Oh, and then you're also gonna give me fortune 2. This is a full bench, right? I'm not dumb. Okay, after using my noggin a little bit here, I have an idea. So here's one thing we gotta do. We need to get rid of that. This thing's junk. This is horrible. The only thing good on this is the unbreaking. And I mean, what do I get on this organ there? It's gonna give me Bane of Arthropods 4 again. Here's what we're gonna do. And we're gonna go over here, and I think it's this doodad, right? No, we gonna put this here. Yep, and that takes the enchantments off. Oh, it actually gives me a little bit of XP back. Oh, that's kind of nice. We're gonna just do an efficiency 1 buck to reset it here. I'm breaking 3 again. Sharpness 4. Okay, we'll do that. Oh, whoa! Whoa, okay, now that is way better. That is way better. I mean, I don't really like knockback that much, but I'll take it. That's fine. Alrighty, and now as the sun goes down, you can see the land looks beautiful here. We're gonna do a sleep here in a second. We're also going to name our puppy dog. A little rusty at this, guys. You gotta give me a little break here. All right, shebang and shabam. Okay, anvil. We're gonna drop you right there. And I came up, so this is a personal name. So my grandparents used to have this huge, humongous, massive golden retriever, and like super huge. His name was Brody, and not that our dog is a golden retriever, but I'm gonna honor Brody by naming our puppy dog Brody. Come here, Bubba. Boink. What's up, Brody? You are with me now, forever. Okay, and now for third order of business. We're going to do a small little walk around here. We're going to do a bit of a 360 and go over kind of some things I had in mind for this little part of the land here. So I have a lot of ideas, and we're going to get into one of those big ideas today. There's a big topic we're going to get to, don't you worry. But down here, as you can see, we kind of have this like courtyard farm area. I'm going to build a little bit more down here. We're probably going to have, I want to do a little water well right here. And as you come over this way, so you can see the farm's kind of cut off a little bit right there. This I want to be like a central area for everything, basically like an intersection. And for one, we're going to have a pathway that goes this way, a pathway that probably goes up to the town there, and we'll have the tree farm up here. We'll probably have maybe something up here like a windmill or whatever. And then over here, you might be able to kind of see there's a little hole right there. That's for a plan in the future. Don't you worry about that right now. But this is going to be the mining district over here, because I kind of love how this does sort of have that quarry shape, and it's overall just a good it just screams like a mining district. And if you come over this way, we'll take a quick look here. I've actually already been down here in this cave, but you can see we have this little cutout right here, and I think this would be a great setup for a little river, like a little creek that runs through this way. We'll have the mining area over here. We'll build some big cranes and stuff. We'll have a great old time. And if you come over here, big hole in the ground, massive hole. This would be perfect for having this open. We can have a pathway that goes down into here if we need to get like different resources. You can see there's tons of stuff down there. A lot of dripstone, plenty of dripstone. And then now, if we come up this way, this is where I said we were going to put a little pathway earlier. We're going to have a pathway that cuts right through here. We're going to probably do a little tunnel right here, I thought would be cool. So we'll drill through the wall. And then if we come through this way, this just screams needs lake. This needs to be a lake. I will not have it any other way. This is going to be what I'm going to consider the fishing district of our little land over here. So we're going to do a big lake here. We'll do a nice like dock setup, a fishing house, maybe even, I don't even know, can you build an auto fisher anymore? Is that a thing? I don't know. I haven't built one in years. And that's kind of mostly it for now. That's all I've come up with in terms of just surveying the land and figuring stuff out. We're going to move the tree farm up. We're going to build this retaining wall more over here. And then get into today's project, get into the big shebang today. Obviously, we wanted to build some new tools for a reason. Our little hidey hole here, unfortunately, I think we are outgrowing it. I think we are maturing out of the hidey hole. It's not providing enough space. I was thinking about expanding it a little bit. If you come in here, you can see I started building this out a little bit more. But as I started thinking about it, I have all these resources. I have everything I need if we want to build something a little bit more proper. So today, I've decided I think we're going to retire the hidey hole and build up a proper shelter. We're going to finally build our first little forever world home because we need more chest room space. We need the enchanting table out of the rain because the books are going to get soggy. Basically, that's the goal for today's episode. What I'm going to do is, without wasting any time, I'm going to start kind of taking all this stuff down here. We're going to move everything out of the hidey hole. Going to move it into these chests over here, move some chests around, create some space. And I guess we'll just kind of start building. I'm going to start concepting some stuff up. And then what we'll do is we'll do a little time lapse of the home being built. Because I don't think you guys want to hear me yap as I'm just placing blocks all over the place. You guys got the Let's Builds videos for those. We will be back in a moment. Alrighty, everyone, rise and shine. We are back again. Back, as you can see, the hidey hole is gone. Completely gone. Cleared it out. Got the area all ready here for a little bit of construction. So I think I have a good design in mind. I think I know what I want to do. We have all the resources we need here. So the idea behind this design is it's going to be kind of like an L-shaped design. On one side, There's going to be a couple little pockets for things like coals, materials, maybe a little pocket for like a mine shaft or something. Think of like some archways. This side, I want to do like a little gazebo style first floor. And then on that first floor, have like the blacksmith set up. And then we'll have like a little entrance on the side here that goes up and then goes over and then around. And then this side over here, if we have the room for it, which I believe we should, I'm going to do a little water filtration water wheel system that kind of flows down here. So what we might end up doing is integrating like a waterfall system right here on the side of the hill that goes down. And then that river will flow downward through like a pocket here down this way. And then maybe might go like into the farm somewhere. But we'll have to see how that turns out. But there's not much more to say here. I don't want to waste too much of your guys' time. So I think the best thing we could do now is just start building. So if you guys are ready for a little time-lapse action, please sure to sit back, relax, grab a snack, and enjoy me building a big house. Yeah. Anyway, let's go. Whew. Let me tell you guys. What? Stuff is tiring. I swear. I'm just kidding. I had fun building this. Shall we go take a quick peek here? Let's go take a look at the structure we have put together. I'm sorry if the time-lapse seemed a little kind of split up, kind of chunked out there, kind of spaced. It would have been really long and choppy if I didn't split it up. But let's take a look at what we got here. This is actually pretty close to what I had originally thought of in my head. Look at the sun shining through that little hole right there. But yeah, here we are. Is it done? Absolutely not. Definitely not done. Not even close to done. The shell, it's there. It exists. It's a good shell. It's cozy. If we come up here, take a look. We'll take a look down into there. You can see I left some stuff around. Yeah, you can see very shell. But if we swip down into here, I mean, this might be a second floor I'll put up here. And I'll be honest, too. The structure ended up being way larger than I thought it was going to be when I, like, thought of it kind of in my head. So originally when I drew all this up, I was like, oh, it'll be, you know, like a cozy shack, you know, in the side of the mountain. And now here we are, and it's a whole mansion. It's huge, but it looks so nice. So like I said before, these are going to be your little pockets for stuff. So I think I'm going to make one of these my mine shaft, so you can just like go back down there. I have a little cart and stuff. They have some tracks, mine cart, everything. And then this side, I'll have like some barrels, some wheat and everything. Just a little storage, like your garage spaces. We'll call it garage spaces. And then over here is going to be where not only... I probably need to light this up. Not only where there's going to be like, you know, some of the smelters and the big fireplace and stuff. This will be kind of like the little blacksmith area. We'll dirty this up. We'll put some gravel on the floor and everything. For now, it's just kind of filled in. And then if you come swooping over here, yep, you got your staircase. Goes back up. This is a balcony right here. And originally, I had the little, I had concepted it with the lecterns going across here. And, well, I apparently can't afford lecterns. I forgot that lecterns cost an entire bookshelf. They're not a book. I told myself in my head, I was like, oh yeah, it only costs a book to make a lectern. I'm 100% wrong. That it's a whole bookshelf. So I can't afford that right now. We will eventually switch these out and we'll make it look a little nicer. But we got this nice little archway. Got a little balcony here. Everything looking nice there. And then we got our two windows right here. We'll have to get some... I actually didn't realize I don't have any sand either. I'm going to have to go probably outside the mountain and get some sand because I don't think there's like any sand anywhere in this proximity. There's no sand. Nowhere. Because there's no water. So I have to go down by the river and get some sand for some glass. But over here will be what's eventually like the living space with the bedrooms and so on. And once the roof gets kind of completed, the idea is that I want the deep slate to sort of phase into being stone, cobblestone, and then also just phase into being grass. Because I want the place to be more lively. I want it to be a little more compressed into nature. So once it's all said and done, make sure I don't fall here. Once it's all said and done, it will be kind of morphed into the mountain. Like, so I want some grass to be spilling over the roof. I want some leaves. I think it'll just look a lot nicer, all said and done. So I'm excited to do that. And that's pretty much it for now. I don't want to drag you guys on too long here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to finish a lot of this in between now and the next episode. Because the next episode, I do want to work on potentially getting an animal farm going, and which means we'll build a barn. Building barns is fun. Also, watch my barn tutorial if you haven't already. Shamelessly plugging my other videos into this video. But yeah, I think that is it. If you guys did enjoy, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, do all of those wonderful things. And I will see you guys on the next episode of the Forever World.